In this video, I'll show you how to water a terrarium the proper way. There seems to be a common misconception that a closed terrarium never needs to be watered. Unfortunately, that's not often the case, even in terrariums that are 100% airtight like this one here. This is a terrarium that's about 2 years old that I made in a clip lid airtight jar. Although no water is able to escape through evaporation, the terrarium is still starting to dry up. The reason for this is actually quite simple. The moss and plants pull water from the substrate and after some time it becomes depleted. Now let me show you how to determine if a terrarium needs water or not. The last thing you want to do is water a terrarium that doesn't need it, as this will lead to overwatering and result in your terrarium looking like this one. Knowing if your terrarium needs water isn't hard and it's actually very simple. Firstly, I like to look at the substrate. If it's looking dry like this one, then it likely needs some water. As a comparison, here's a terrarium that doesn't need water, and as you can see, the substrate's looking much damper. The next thing to look at is the moss and plants inside. If the terrarium's lacking water, you'll notice that the moss starts to go a bit paler and it's noticeably dry. These two terrariums contain the same moss, and as you can see, the one on the left is much paler. An easy way to confirm this is by simply feeling the moss with your fingers. The moss feels dry instead of damp like it should be. This confirms that the terrarium does need some water. To water a terrarium, I recommend using a small spray bottle or a pipette. These allow you to easily control the amount of water going inside, which helps prevent overwatering. I like to use dechlorinated tap water, but in most cases you could get away with regular tap water. I'm squirting about 5 pipettefuls inside, and then I'm going to close it up and leave it till the next day. By waiting till the next day, it allows the water to fully disperse throughout the terrarium, and then you can add some more if needed. It's easy to add water, but much harder to take it out. It's the next day and the terrarium is certainly looking better. The substrate is looking damper and the moss is certainly more vibrant and isn't looking as dry. With that said, I do think it needs a little bit more water, so I'm going to add some more and once again leave it till the next day. Now the terrarium's got the perfect amount of water, it's ready to keep on growing and thriving. I follow this same practice when watering an old terrarium as well as a new one. If you found this video useful, you might want to check out this one next, as I think you might like it too.